Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about search engine optimization for software as a service business. Now, think about, how a brand would traditionally used to advertise and get in front of customers. It used to be, outbound marketing where a brand will try to make phone calls, radio ads, print ads, in a lot of traditional way, which is typically when you want to, get your word out, and it's forceful type of marketing. But things have changed, and when it comes to software, many people are trying to reach out to the brand themselves. They get to see an ad and they go on the website and then they read a social media blog post, and then if all of that works really well, and when the customer is actually ready, at that point they either sign up for a free demo or they directly subscribe to the software product. So we need to think about how you can have a strong brand and really create an organic presence using SEO strategy for your software business. So I'm going to quickly go through some tactics and some strategies that will help you if you are, a SaaS founder, entrepreneur, small, medium business, or if you're an agency trying to utilize SEO for your software client or your business. So let's get started. The first thing I want to share is SEO is basically a channel that complements other marketing channel. So do not think about SEO as either SEO or either ads, either SEO or social. It's not a it's not something that you need to do only one channel at a time. SEO can complement your existing marketing tactics. So if you are running paid ads, you can very much focus on SEO and it will complement your existing tactics. If you're already doing social media advertising or organic social, then think about adding SEO. From my perspective and my experience, I would suggest SEO to be your number one go-to marketing channel, because that is where you can build your brand. And the other aspect is SEO will have a compounding effect or compounding return when it comes to creating evergreen content. So as I said, it's a channel that complements other marketing channel. The next aspect is you need to think about SEO as a long-term strategy. It's not like you publish, let's say, 10 or 15 blog posts and tweak your website and you're done. You gotta constantly invest in it. It can take 6 months, 8 months, years to even rank for a highly competitive keyword. So SEO needs to be your long-term strategy, and make sure that if you don't have resources, at least invest bare bones of your resources in content marketing. Now, many people say that, hey, I need to have an awesome website, it needs to be responsive, it needs to look great, and since I have a software product, I really need to focus on UX and UI. Those are all true when it comes to actually using your product, but when it comes to the marketing or the content side of website, it can look fine. It doesn't matter as long as it's HTTPS, it loads fast. Focus on creating content. That's the biggest message, right? The third aspect is SEO will really help you to reduce your customer cost per acquisition. Now, if your product is somewhere in the range of like 10 or 20 bucks per month, your cost per acquisition is not going to be very high, right? You got to ensure that when you capture your lead or your customer through paid ad, it's anywhere between 5 or less than that, right? But if you have an expensive product, say for example an enterprise SEO tool that you might be selling for, let's say, like $1,000, a month. Well, technically HubSpot has their enterprise plan around like 3,000. So I can't imagine like why you don't have any product that's that expensive. Or if you're selling any tool for your enterprise customer that's like upwards of 1,000, so your cost per acquisition can be significantly high, right? You can spend $1,000 or more than that in acquiring a single customer. Now, you can't do much when it comes to using only ads or social media. You got to have a marketing mix tactic, right? So with SEO, what happens is when you advertise, when you have a social media presence, and when people find your brand organically, your average cost per acquisition will come down because you might be getting leads from organic, and since it's technically free, because you're not paying for that traffic, you will be reducing your overall cost per acquisition. When it comes to just ads, your CPA will be very high because you got to spend money to get your traffic to your website and to capture leads. But if you combine your paid channels with SEO, you're decreasing your average cost per acquisition. So that's again an advantage of investing your marketing budget and your resources into SEO for your SaaS business, right? Now, when it comes to the actual tactics, the first step is to determine or to focus on your keyword research. Now, again, I will go back to your, SEO tool for your business. Let's say your SaaS product is an SEO tool, right? Then identify what the primary or seed keyword is. Now, in this case, your primary keyword will be SEO tools. Now, that's a short tail tool. It's extremely competitive. It's extremely high cost per click. So you can start with that, and then you can use a tool like SEMrush, Ahref, or even like Google Keyword Planner. And there are gazillion tools out there where by just inputting your primary keyword, you will then get to know like what your customers are searching for. So you can then focus on like medium tail keyword, long tail keyword, and then come up with a list. That's important because that will then allow you to start forming a content strategy based out of your seed keyword. Then what you can do is you can then focus on identifying what keywords your competitors are ranking for. So that's where your competitor landscape analysis come into play. Again, in this case, you can use a tool like SpyFu, where you can understand like what keywords your competitors are bidding on for Google Ads. This is again a great way to determine like which keywords are profitable. Now, if you know that your competitor is spending a lot of money on certain keywords, it means that it's helping them to acquire a lead. So then you can use that information and try to focus on those what do you call high valuable keywords to create content. So that's your next tactic, which is competitor landscape analysis. As we move on, you then focus on page SEO. Now this is where the information that you have collected in terms of the keyword research, the keywords that your competitor rank for. Now you have a database of primary keywords, secondary keywords, or short tail, medium tail, and long tail keywords that you should be ranking for. Now this is where you will need to start optimizing your website page by page basis. What I mean is, you need to include your keywords in your titles, in your meta description, images, and start focusing on structured content, so that you can rank on structured snippet. So again, on-page SEO is more about, ensuring that the keywords that you should be ranking for is actually there on your website or is actually there on your web page. Then you can focus on some technical side of things, which is ensuring that your website is crawlable, indexable, and it loads fast. Now Google has officially mentioned that page speed is an important factor when it comes to ranking. So make sure that your website loads fast. You have installed certificate, which is the SSL certificate, so that you have an HTTPS. And there's nothing crazy going on in terms of pop-ups or anything that will not make your customers spend time on your page. You can use a tool like Microsoft Clarity or Hotjar or any other heat map tool that will allow you to understand like how customers are behaving on your website. So those are some important factors when it comes to on page and technical SEO. Then what you can do is focus on some off page tactics, and this is where you need to really understand which websites can mention your brand. If there are websites, partners, customers who mention your brand on their website in the form of blog content, in the form of like credits or any of those, tactics, make sure that they link back to your website. When you get a link, when you give it a backlink, it's a form of vote, right? And that helps you in terms of increasing domain authority, and overall it helps in terms of ranking. So link building is an important aspect. If you are a brand that requires local SEO, well, I can't imagine why SEO SaaS business will have a lot of local SEO tactics going on, but still, again, link building is an important tactic. Then, as a final step, what I would say is install, Google Analytics 4, Tag Manager, ensure that you have the insight tags if you're running ads, and if you have a project on SEMrush or Ahref, make sure that you have added all your keywords, and track the progress, monitor it, measure, test different things, and analyze how each tactic is working. Only then you can build on top of your previous tactics and have a compounding effect. And that's where your optimization, in the word SEO, in the word, in the short form SEO, comes into play. It's continuous optimization. And again, there is no magic bullet to this. You got to do it. And I can't imagine, like, a brand not using SEO at all. I don't think it's sustainable. It's even possible these days. And the way, like, Google's algorithm is working, with ChatGPT, with Bing using, you know, chat AI responses directly, and with Google launching their new, what do you call, Bart, I think, you can, Google will now start displaying like answers then and there on the search engine results page. So there goes your SEO traffic, right? But you got to do it. And if you are ranking for a piece of content, for a topic, Google will fetch content from your website when it comes to giving the answer, and ultimately you will be getting traffic. So no matter where the industry is heading, I think SEO is not going to change. It's not going to go anywhere. The future is still bright. And if you are, again, if you are a SaaS business, an entrepreneur, an agency who wants to focus on, catering SaaS clients, or if you want to increase, traffic for your SaaS business, I think these strategies will be super helpful. With that, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.